Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Education is the one thing that no one can take away from you. Education makes people easy to live but difficult to drive, easy to govern but impossible to enslave. To put some lights on each and objective of education, let me call upon Sister Halima. competition which began